In this episode, we talk about some of the craziest things that we can think of or that we've seen or people have asked us to do to help them to personalize the interiors and exteriors of their rigs. It could be the smallest thing that makes the biggest difference. It could be the biggest thing that really should never have been done. So we're going to talk about a few of those things and kick them around and maybe see if there are things that we would do. Maybe there are things that you would do. Welcome to the RV Small Talk Podcast, where we talk about lightweight trailers, truck campers, people, places, and adventures that go right along with them. We are your hosts from Princess Craft RV. I'm Clint.
I'm PJ. And
that wasn't even English after and.
I know. I didn't prep and I couldn't think of anything. So,
but I'm
Lindsay.
Oh.
But you're wearing purple teddy bear earrings. I mean,
are those yours or your daughter's?
They're gummy bear earrings.
Oh.
No, they're mine. They mine because they go through your ears. Simone just has the clip-ons, which are painful. She always complains about them and takes them off after like an hour. And I'm like, Simone, oh my gosh, just wear them. But then I put some on the other day. They hurt.
Yeah.
I think she should just get her ears pierced.
Just to bother my mom one time going home from college. You know, my first year away at college, I come home and I borrowed some magnetic earrings.
Did your mom flip out?
It took her a minute, and then she wasn't terribly happy, but she did the whole come in and kind of crying and I still love you and
oh my gosh, your poor mom.
Which was about the time I had to take them off because I drove all the way home from college with them on, and I had a headache from those things squeezing my ears.
Isn't that the craziest thing?
Yeah.
But, you know, you think about it like if somebody massages your head, they always do your ears. Mm. So there must be a lot of nerves there.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's something, it connects to your psyche. It is next to your brain.
Clint's talking about personalizing his dome piece. We're here to talk about personalizing your camper.
As I get older, my dome piece personalizes itself.
And we can take a big loop around really fast here. We're good at it.
Yeah. Well, it's been a little while since it's just been a three of us episode. How y'all been? What have y'all been doing? Y'all going places? Planning to go places?
Hot.
It's so hot.
It's miserable.
We're on day number of over 105 degrees here in Texas.
Like 15?
I thought it was way more than that.
Getting pretty ridiculous. So if you haven't heard I think our most recent episode was with Avery Tomasco. Our
one of the recent ones.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear about us complain about the heat for an hour? Listen to the last episode.
No, it's not just that. I mean, that episode went all over the place because it's Avery. Yeah.
And you're Clint.
He's spastic in all the good ways. So.
Well, it was tons of fun. I don't think we've laughed that much in a very long time on a podcast.
Yeah.
We laughed right out the gate all the way to the end.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can come up with some funny ways to discuss interior and exterior personalization of RVs.
So we need to channel our inner Avery Tomasco.
Well,
what?
How about
he's funny.
He's funny, but who would be more like our Chip Gaines? Because he's also funny and he actually does interior and exterior personalization.
Is Chip Gaines funny?
People think so. He thinks so.
I've never.
Joanna thinks so.
Well, personalizing your RV. Not everybody does it, but it's kind of like putting a bumper sticker on your car, right? You want to make it yours because other people have the same model and you don't want it to look the same or feel the same.
But to a lot of people, bumper stickers are trashy. So when I think about dressing up a camper, like I got my first camper like a year and a half ago, and my first thought was, I don't have to be normal or average. It's not something I'm going to be living in every day. I can kind of be crazy.
And the first thing you did for your camper is like my favorite thing you've done.
Which is?
The pillow.
Oh.
She took scraps of fabric and puffy painted this like a mountain scene on this giant pillow that lives on your bed.
Did.
And it has puffy paint on it, Mom.
I know.
That's straight from the 90s.
Okay. I love it.
To be fair,
cool.
The reason it has puffy paint on it is because I did that the week of March 15th, 2020, when all of a sudden they said, we have a pandemic. Everybody go home. Everything needs to close. And I was stuck at home. And I had no time to prepare. I didn't make a trip to Hobby Lobby. It was like, I have this stuff in my closet. What can I make? And something for my trailer.
So is it the same puffy paint that you used?
Whoa.
To like make us sweatshirts when we were kids?
It is the exact same
insane.
puffy paint that has been in that basket of paint crap forever. So yeah, I mean, people do the weirdest things for their trailers. I would never do that for my house. Never.
So you all talking about personalization, like bumper stickers and puffy paint pillows. And I'm over here thinking personalization is make it work better for me.
Yeah, well,
that's because you're a guy. I mean,
No, better for me, work better for me.
That is total personalization, but that's coming from like a dude standpoint of like,
it has to be practical.
Function.
Yeah.
Must be pretty.
And I have to say, this giant pillow has been very useful. And it's not bad looking.
Have you checked in on that puffy paint pillow at all this summer? Because
if it's just puffy paint melted,
it doesn't necessarily melt. It really starts to get just brittle and crispy, and it shrinks. The more it stays in the heat.
Does it depuff?
That giant pillow was not made to be an heirloom. Okay. I mean,
dang.
If it peels
Lindsay
up,
wanted that pillow.
I can trash it. No, she doesn't.
Okay, so let's talk about like normal people personalization.
Okay. Thank you. Not me, but normal people.
So paint.
paint, like just going through top to bottom, front to back. Repaint the inside of your RV.
I feel like repainting cabinets in an RV is extremely popular because so many of them look dated,
even brand new. There's so much brown, dark wood. It just seems like so much work.
Such a project, right?
Because these you'd have to like take them off and sand them and just like painting cabinets at your house.
I was going to say, haven't you like painted cabinets at your house?
And that's why I am not interested in painting cabinets in an RV.
Yeah.
But it makes a huge difference. And
you can really personalize it with a special color. You know, it doesn't have to be just white. Some people paint them green or, a turquoise color.
Lots of turquoise out there.
Lots of turquoise. And people also paint the walls.
Mm-hmm.
You can paint the walls of an RV?
Well, apparently you can because people have done it. Or you could wallpaper.
I have seen some wallpaper, especially like the backsplash in the kitchen. Wallpaper that, or the peel and stick is super popular.
Very popular, very easy.
And a really easy way to make things look kind of fancy, pinky up.
It's not just the kitchen. You can do that. You can do that kind of backsplash sort of wallpaper thing in the bathroom too. You can bougie that up.
Kitchen only.
Oh, okay.
And Lindsay says so. And Martha Stewart is going to join us soon.
To your point on it being hard to paint, painting is, as you know, we've painted this wall enough times. Painting is not my favorite thing to do. But if you're not a DIY person and you want your rig personalized, you can pay a painter. I mean, if you really want it to look the look, someone else can do it for you.
It's possible.
True. I mean, a lot of the personalization things on here, you might not want to tackle yourself and yet still want it done.
Just
so it's
don't
not all
hire
DIY.
Clint.
No, don't hire Clint. No.
There's a lot of things, though, that you maybe couldn't paint a long time ago because they were that shiny vinyl stuff that's not going to hold paint very well. But there's a lot of new paint. I can't even talk. A lot of new paint out there.
Oh, you're doing
that
great.
has primer in it. Oh, hush. Or like chalk paint. Where you don't have to do all that sanding and prepping and all of that. I mean, there is so much that is really easy to do now.
Yeah.
That isn't quite as hard as it used to be or as it sounds.
I mean, even wallpaper. I have seen like in the Facebook groups, every single person who has done wallpaper. I've seen a lot of wallpaper on the inside of tags and tabs, and every single person is like, holy crap, this is so hard and I hate it. But I think it's lining up the pattern and cutting around things. It's tricky. But use the peel and stick wallpaper, and they have that now. It's not like the old school, like dip it in the water.
Yeah.
Don't you do this? Don't you do this motion? Is this how you do wallpaper?
I don't know. Yeah, we only wallpapered once in my lifetime with real wallpaper stuff. And seriously, it was almost a divorce. So, yeah, it's the worst.
Okay.
It is the worst.
If you're doing anything as far as changing wallpaper or colors, you might be going as far as adding or subtracting or changing your drawer handles, pulls, and latches. That's an easy one. Low-hanging fruit.
It's so easy and it's so fun.
It is. That is a fun thing to do.
I mean, they literally have handles for anything you could think of.
Yeah.
You could have mushroom handles or gargoyle handles or
you could have
old brass looking ones.
Cool fish handles.
Yeah.
Or you could have serpent handles.
That's so you need fish handles.
I do need fish handles.
Dog butt handles.
Dog butt handles.
There's a bunch of cute little corgis.
I bet you. Hold on.
With a tail.
Yoink,
Yep.
yoink.
Mm-hmm. Lindsay's Googling right now to see if there's dog butt
if there's not, we should go into business.
There are some cool handles out there. Now, that being said, this is not, it's an easy change to make, but not as cheap as you think it might be.
No, and maybe we ought to put that in our discussion when some of these come up of where this falls on the.
I mean,
easy, yes.
Yeah, it's so
cheap, maybe not so much.
Right.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Stop.
All right.
So not only are there like a lot of dog butts, but a lot of them are these like one knob is the head and then the other knob is the butt.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Look at this.
Oh, that's cute.
Look at this.
But I would have to put one side on
look at this.
The same drawer. That way, when you open it up, you see the.
Well, that is what they do. Would you put them next to each other?
I think that's what they intend.
Yeah.
Put them so you can see both. But I would put the butt inside the drawer, so you open it up and there's the other side of the dog. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd
be doing it wrong.
Any kind of dog that you have. Oh, zebra butt. In case you wanted it. Look at all these dog butts.
Oh man,
there's a lot of dog butts.
And of course, it's on Etsy. Etsy has everything.
Okay,
so drawer handles, I think, are just all the cabinet pulls. That is such a cool thing, as well as hooks on the wall.
Yeah.
They have everything in the world that is a cool little hook to put up there.
Hook on the wall.
Okay,
and that's something you always need in a
somewhere
trailer.
In between the walls and the pools are oftentimes something like a faucet or a light fixture. And you can always upgrade those pretty easily too. I mean, that is maybe not as easily as a drawer pull or a cabinet pull.
Even just changing the color of the faucet could give your kitchen a whole different look.
Yeah,
right.
Especially if it's right next to a dog butt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, PJ, you were
we were doing a dog butt podcast.
You were just in quite a few trailers that we were videoing for your YouTube walkthroughs, and some of them that stuck out to you is there's a lot of brushed looked out there, whether it be the silver kind of pewter, and then you had a bronze, and I think the latest edition of the Arpods.
Yeah, they have.
Copper?
I mean, they have a very cool faucet, and I don't know whether it's a dark rubbed bronze or whether it's black. I can't tell, but it is a really high arched faucet, and it has the gold, because it has a pull thing, so a little bit of a spring on it, and the spring is gold. The little switches are gold on it. Yeah. It's really quite fancy.
So it's like two-tone and makes it look really cool,
and
right?
It's dressy.
Yeah.
It just is dressy. So it gives it a real formal look. I love that dark stuff has come in now as being real popular, and the gold tones on the handles. Both of those are very popular. Yeah. Following along, I'm sure, with the gold jewelry that's now very popular. 10 years ago, everything was silver.
Right.
And now everything's gold.
Sure.
So what's next?
Yeah, I think it goes back and forth between the two.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be gold for a while, but yes, I would never thought of that, Lindsay, just changing out a faucet.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a whole lot of other things up there on your countertop. So just changing a faucet would be like jewelry on your counter.
Sure.
One of my favorite things that I've seen, especially at the rallies, like UCamp, the UCamp we just got back from, the lighting fixtures, when people change the lighting fixtures, I love it. It's my favorite.
It can transform the space significantly. And this is, I'm sorry, I'm walking all over.
The amount of tiny chandeliers I've seen in teardrops, it seriously it's the first thing you look at. the first thing you look at.
And 12-volt chandeliers are out there. I mean, you can find all kinds of cute little things.
I don't think it'd be my style, but I'm glad.
But it's
I appreciate that they're out there. I think it's because I've shot so many of your walkthrough videos, and I'm always thinking about what works for the camera. What's
You
going
would
to
just
cause
hit your
weird
head
lights.
on it.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
And I think lighting, and especially a chandelier, it's a specific taste.
Yeah.
So manufacturers don't want to put anything in a trailer that is going to limit the amount of people who would be looking at it. But I don't think people always consider the faucet and the chandelier because they think it's hard to change. So how hard is it to change?
Not hard.
How hard is it to change? Speaking of lighting, it's something that people seem to have a very strong preference of is that the blue lighting versus the yellow lighting, like the bright versus the warm lighting.
Or a daylight blue style light.
So I'm a huge fan of the blue. Me
too.
Bright, but I know people who like the yellow overtone warm light, which is mostly what's in campers, correct?
I think that's probably become because for so long there's incandescent lights for so long.
So how easy is it to change?
Well, it depends on the lighting.
That'd be a whole fixture change for a lot of them.
Well, yeah, so much of the lights now that you have in the ceilings or, little reading lights or anything like that, they're puck lights and they're generally one piece. LED lights very often are one piece, so you can't change the bulb. But some larger lighting pieces, you can change the bulb in. So if you can change the bulb, of course you could put anything in there.
But I've seen those puck lights fall off the ceiling a lot.
Well,
so how hard is it to change? Can I just put a different one on there?
Change it. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, when you're changing a light fixture, you can just pull it down. It's usually only a couple of wires. You move those wires to the new fixture. And it's pretty easy to see which one goes where.
Stick it back up there.
And then you mount it back up there, or sometimes just shove it back in the hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, oftentimes you'll place them up and twist them a quarter of a turn and it locks in.
Yeah.
But if you really want to do it, 3M makes all kinds of adhesive products.
Yeah, but you can't be mixing lighting. You can't have half blue and half yellow.
No, I agree. I would go. I go front to back through a trailer and be like, I'm doing it.
Well,
I've made a choice. And I'm going with
you
it.
can or you shouldn't, because those are different things. You certainly could, but it's nice to have it uniform, or else it does feel really weird. Unless it's a huge trailer,
and you
one
separate
into the
different
other
rooms or something like that. Because a lot of people won't want the bluish light in a sleeping space because the blue lights tend to wake you up.
Now, most people also don't realize that there are not special RV faucets. I mean, the faucet manufacturers might kill me, but yeah, there aren't special RV faucets. You can go down to Home Depot, pick one out, and you just need to know how it's mounted.
Can you go to Lowe's too?
No.
You can go to Lowe's, but
True Value?
You should go to Lowe's over Home Depot.
Yeah. Okay. So you need to know whether it's 8 inches apart or 4 inches apart. And that's the same as if you were looking for a faucet at your house. And then how the hoses underneath connect.
Right.
And just look under there. Take a picture. Go to the hardware store. They'll say, you need this. Any of these will work. And then you just unscrew the bolts, drop the new one in, connect the hoses. You're off to the races.
Exactly.
It is not... You don't need a plumber. It's not hard. You can do it.
Okay, and this applies also to the shower.
Well, showers are a little trickier.
Why?
Well, because showers have diverter valves in the back, and sometimes the way the box is attached, it's a little trickier to put in there. If all you want to do is unscrew the top of it, and yours is a separate piece that you can unscrew, you can replace the shower head portion.
Okay.
So that shower head portion is changeable. And I always recommend that. I don't know why manufacturers don't put the water saver shower heads in there. There's some great ones on the market that are going to increase the pressure and still not use a ton of water. But you have to upgrade a bit. They're not they're not the cheapest ones. But if you can,
probably why RV manufacturers
that's
don't
probably
use them.
why. So if you've got that cheap little handheld sprayer looking thing, like you would have on a kitchen faucet, upgrade that sucker.
Upgrade it.
We went from lights. Now let's go to the floor.
Yeah, I don't hear about people doing this very often, but you
Like
can do stuff to
redoing your whole floor.
I mean, we've laid down flooring. Some of the sticking tiles, update a floor. This floor looks bad, or maybe something's gouged it, or maybe it's just dark, or it shows dirt too well. Go and find yourself some adhesive-backed vinyl flooring.
It actually goes down really easily, and it's pretty easy to cut with a razor blade. The thing is, it's hard to get it under. You can't get it underneath the cabinets, underneath the seating in the dinette. You're gonna have to either live with that edge, trim it perfectly, and live with it being visible,
Quarter round, like anywhere else.
or you're gonna have to put little quarter round or any short baseboard.
It's just not that big a deal to me. Just add some quarter round.
Well, it isn't that big a deal
Quarter
to me.
round
Quarter round,
Everybody
Like
knows
it-
what quarter round is.
goes around, but just a quarter.
pretty much.
Yep. It's like if you had a pole and you cut it in 4 pieces, that's 4 quarter rounds.
Quarter round.
Quarter round.
Because you just butt it up to that corner and you got a little smooth spot.
But what if it's not round? Can you do just a quarter edge?
Yeah. They have different. They actually have different shapes of quarter round. So yeah.
Cool.
You could do something that looks more like trim.
Well, that
That'll
sounds
make
like
it look more residential in the end.
way too much work, and
But you don't have to do that.
I don't want to do that.
You can pay someone to do it.
Or I could just get a really cool rug. Rugs are a great way to personalize your RV.
Or a really big hairy dog, and eventually you'll have a rug.
Shaggy rug.
Yeah.
I was never so disappointed when I found these rugs I loved for my trailer, and I put them all down. It looked so pretty, and you couldn't open the bathroom door. So be careful, guys.
So you.
I had to take back my favorite rug because you couldn't open the bathroom door.
What? Why don't you just trim the bathroom door? It's
It's
a rug. It's a perfect rug. It's not a perfect door. It's a
Not
perfect
all
rug.
bathroom doors are like that, but if you have a low cabinet or a bathroom door, just be sure they
Something
can
to
open.
think about.
Yeah. But, even if you don't want to go all out, a really cool rug when you step inside the trailer or when you step outside the trailer, I like them both places. It's awesome.
I've once seen someone paint a rug on the floor, and it was very convincing.
Yeah, but
You can
why?
still have the perfect rug, and your door will open.
Well, it's true.
I love it.
That's true.
That's like the
Easy to sweep.
Okay, so let's talk. Could you paint your floor?
I'm sure
They
you could.
did- they
You might
did it-
epoxy over it or something. That'd be heavy, though.
Yeah.
Epoxy's super
Have
heavy.
y'all ever been to that old Chewy's in South Austin?
No.
The original one?
But
I think
how
it's-
about Let's?
Yeah, I'm ready. Margarita.
No. It's Trudy's.
Trudy's. Oh,
The
that's
original
different than
Trudy's.
Still ready. Let's go.
South Austin and
next
Lamar.
to the where the comedy club used to be.
Yep.
They have painted rugs on the floor, like a bunch of them, and
Wow.
there's tassels at the end, and it looks really pretty. It's a concrete floor, and they've painted these big, like elegant, like what do you call them?
Rugs.
Yeah, but like the famous rugs.
Like Persian rugs?
Persian rugs, like all over the concrete floor. Anyway, that's what it made me think of.
Yeah, see, it's doable and it can be done well. But as far as keeping it to, we're talking about some high traffic areas.
Oh, are we?
So, well, if it's your trailer.
Are we?
Yeah, I don't know. Put a real rug right at the door where you wipe your feet, or better yet, take your shoes off.
Yeah.
It'll be much better. I don't know.
Who needs a freaking rug?
I think you
Take
can
your
do it.
shoes
Have
off.
you seen anybody who's painted the floor?
In a RV,
I think it
no.
sounds brilliant, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Well, the intake
have-
floors are that
Yeah.
woven vinyl. We could not paint our
Well,
floors.
some floors you can't paint.
You can paint your floor? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My brain is exploding. Clint, you have rubber coin flooring.
Yes, I do.
So we could paint each dot a different color. Oh my gosh. I'm getting dizzy. I'm so excited. When do you want to do this? You want to bring your trailer up right now? I have time right now. Like all different colors. Like every dot can be like,
Can someone out there help me?
can you please bring your trailer up tomorrow and 15 little things of acrylic paint. I will cover the rest. I'll do the rest.
Yeah, I'm installing a black light too. And go.
No. Okay, just pick 4 colors, and we'll just do all the dots 4 different
It'll be
colors.
a dance floor
it
for
would
sure.
look so flippin' cool, Clint. But then somebody please.
I'm afraid I'd tear it up with the motorcycles though.
You would, but it would be fun for a second.
For a second, okay. I mean, fine.
Oh my gosh, I want to do this so bad. You could paint them all white and it would look like a Dalmatian just died on your floor.
Dead puppies. Dead.
Can we go back to dog bones?
No, wait. Dalmatians have black spots.
He's still rotting in the hall, dead.
Okay. All right. Fine. All right. We're doing that. Pillows, window dressings.
Pillows are easy.
I love when people do curtains in the windows.
Okay.
Because, blinds make more sense.
Does it feel very I Love Lucy to have curtains in the windows?
Yes, I love curtains in the windows. I want curtains in my camper.
Would you go like the drapey kind of heavy look? You would? Because
Like
I'd go more
tassely.
the more Scandinavian look, I think. You know,
I feel like that's what trailers look like now. Like the IKEA look.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, nah. I like it, but I want like I want to wake up and be like,
the hills are alive with the sound of birds outside.
I'm camping.
That's glamping.
And you can't do that with those blinds. It's like,
Nah.
Yeah. It's not the same. I want curtains and I want to paint your floor. Let me paint your floor, please. Let's talk about wall art.
Wall art? Wall art. What comes to mind when you think wall art? Are you saying posters?
Wally. Eva.
Wally. Okay.
My head hurts so bad.
Wally. Okay. Posters, photos.
I just don't think of all that when I'm decorating a trailer.
Do you think of that when you're decorating your home?
But I do see cool things hanging on the wall.
Wall art is tricky.
I do see cool things.
Because there's not a lot of space in a lot of campers, right?
Not
It's
much
like
wall.
if there's a big blank wall, then most likely there's a window there, or like a TV, or
I guarantee you, our pod and Ibex took care of it with a big American Canadian map that comes with stickers.
That's wall art.
Is it?
Yes.
Debatable on that one.
It's forced wall art.
Interior tramp stamp you didn't want.
Interior tramp stamp.
Sorry, Forrest.
I'm a whore for traveling.
Look at this Murphy bed. It bends over. I digress.
All right. Clocks. Unique lighting.
We're just passing past that wall art.
LED rope lights. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do that on the inside of their trailer.
Well, if you think about
outside,
it, some trailers come with cabinet lighting, this undermount and all that. That's all that is.
Yes.
You can add it. If your trailer doesn't have it,
Just
or not to the
sticky stick.
Yeah, not to the degree that you want it.
And then you can change the color. A book, a book.
Yeah, like that Philips smart lighting stuff.
I have 2 boxes of fairy lights that I wanted to put in my bedroom in my trailer.
Yeah.
And then I realized...
Did your husband veto this?
No, he didn't care.
He'd get tangled up in it. He's tall.
Well, yeah, the problem is the cabinet's open to the ceiling everywhere, and I couldn't figure out where to put them. So I just threw them in a drawer, and they still sit there.
Can I have them?
No. But you can come and hang them in my trailer sometime.
I'm good.
I just hadn't figured it out. I gave up on my creativity there.
Ooh. Personalize your camper with memorabilia and collections.
Okay, so I thought of this and I have no idea what to do with it.
Okay, well, the first thing, obviously, is, ow, my hand's stuck in my shirt.
That's what sleeves are for.
It was stuck the wrong way.
Oh.
The first thing I can think of is like when people collect stickers or stickers or patches from the parks they've been to.
Yeah.
right? That's personalizing your RV, putting your little touch on it.
Or magnets. I've seen people who have
Magnets,
magnets and they put a strip up at the top of a wall and there's all these cool magnets of where they went to.
Or
I collect coffee cups.
Mugs, which is what I was going to say. I have my my See America Preserve Dark Skies from the McDonald Observatory.
But like
mug
once you
today.
go like 5 places, are you really going to carry more than 5 mugs in your camper?
Yeah, that's a real problem.
That wasn't very nice.
That's a real problem.
I'm asking.
I've kind of hit
Are
the
you
limit of
sad
what I
'cause
want to
you
carry.
haven't gone 5
but-
places?
Now I can't go anywhere else. I've gone 5 places this year.
Just slam the mug down. You're out.
No.
No, you just spread them out, but it doesn't decorate your camper. You're right. So
Okay. What about this? What if you have a personal theme that you're rocking? We've seen people like my theme is a color, so everything's a color. Or frogs. We've seen
Coca-Cola.
frogs, Coca-Cola,
Elvis,
the A Team.
Betty Boop.
Yeah, you could do a theme if you have this something that's kind of your life. I rock this theme. You could rockabilly,
Theme out that trailer.
Harley Davidson.
I have seen
PJ would love camo, all camo. PJ's like, she's just like camo and cargo shorts. Just my theme. She shudders and takes a sip.
ooh,
Camo.
I don't think you're supposed to like theme out or decorate your camper with all the things you dislike the most. That just doesn't sound right to me. I don't know why.
All right.
The rest of these are just way too practical and boring, so you can talk about them.
Personalize your camper with a new mattress.
Da-dun-dun,
People do this all the time.
dun-dun-dun.
Well, only
That's
if
an
it's
upgrade.
coming with a theme style bedspread, then it's interesting. I mean, you've got it. Trailers, I hate.
Earlier in the conversation, I'm like, wait a second. Sometimes it's about function.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about making your trip better, and mattresses can totally
But
make
is
your
that
trip better.
Maybe so, but that's
personalizing
boring.
your
Yeah.
trailer?
Are you getting a soft mattress? Are you getting a hard mattress? Are you getting
Are
an
you a
adjustable
person?
mattress?
A bull?
person.
So, y'all, they're being mean to me.
We're not being mean to you.
They're
We're just-
poo-pooing me. They're peeing in my mattress. I didn't realize that one was going to land so well.
What?
I don't think I can move on until you two have recovered.
Can I just read this list really fast?
No.
Lindsay, I tried.
Okay. The next bullet point I have is sofa, chairs, and tables. We've had people ask us, "Hey, can you switch out my sofa or my chairs for the Thomas Paine ones?"
Yeah,
or-
most of the time we say, no, you silly person, don't do that.
and yet they can.
I mean,
They can, yes.
but most of the time they're like, yeah, can you take out this dinette? And you're like, no, that's actually structurally part of the RV.
Dinette's true. But like a jackknife sofa, oftentimes, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of time those chairs are like not attached.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like a strap. Taking
It's
out
a
the
strapping young chair.
taking out the bunk to make an office is the other thing that people always.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if I've ever actually seen it done, but I feel like people tell me they're going to do it all the time. I'm going to take off the bottom bunk and just put like a little desk there and a little chair. But I don't know if
like
I've
a
ever
college dorm
actually
room.
seen it done.
Yeah, college dorm room.
Get in the hole and do your work.
That's right. Focus.
Time out.
Okay.
But I have seen some modifications like that really do work, that are interesting. And, you know, one of the great reasons to have a trailer is so it will do exactly what you want it to do. You have a finite space. Yeah, I say actually go for it. I just don't think it's decorating per se.
Yeah. So
You two just personalization
functional.
is decoration. for the two of you.
No. What I'm saying is most of the rest of this list is mods, not personalization.
Well, let's just let them go and
That's
let's
what
get
a mod
through it.
is, right?
Right, but personalization is like
Okay.
add additional.
I'm waiting.
Your face. It's like it's okay. We're doing a podcast about mods.
What about adding additional outlets or adding or changing cooking appliances?
What about what Bob and Fran came in here the other day with their truck camper and told us they personalized their toilet.
That's right. With a bidet.
I saw a picture in one of my...
How much more of a personal experience can we talk about?
Water shooting up your... So I saw this thing in a...
Yahoo! Why is Caitlin over there?
Do you want
crying?
a Ricola? There was a picture in one of my camping groups, and that someone had put a sticker on the upside of the toilet lid that says, "Please remain seated for the entire journey."
Yeah, I mean, I should tell.
That's personalization. It's like
true.
you can put stickers on your toilet lid. Let's have fun with this. Mm-hmm. What sticker would you put on your toilet lid?
Target. Because you can bank it off the backboard.
You don't even have a toilet.
That's true.
Ow, ow, ow. I was in the sun too long. I didn't drink enough water. It's coming back.
Oh, my goodness.
It's coming back to haunt me.
Like an ice pick headache minus the ice.
Yeah,
But
like
it's
right
only
here.
105 today,
Yeah,
Lindsay. It's one of the cooler days
It's like
this
an
week.
air-conditioned day out there.
We are going to get a cold front. Avery Tomasco said we're going to get a cold front tomorrow. It's going to be 103.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
PJ, have you ever seen someone pull out their shower enclosure and build it out, like a rebath kind of thing in their RV?
I actually have seen it attempted. I have never seen it successfully completed.
Oh, yeah? So
Have you?
Yes. Well, not in person, but in the Intech flyer forum, because the flyers, like I have, don't come with restroom facilities. But I've seen several in the Intech flyer deal where they just completely add. So maybe it's not exactly what I said. Where they
Like with
redo
walls?
it. Yeah, walls, door, everything. They plummet and everything.
It's like remodeling.
Now, this is all in the Discovers. Maybe in an Explorer, but I've pretty much seen them in the Discovers. The front of the Discovers, they'd completely redo the kitchen area and put in a wall and everything.
So is this someone who not only is very talented, but has a lot of time on their hands?
The one that comes to mind, I actually hired it done. Yeah.
All of that just isn't, to me, very personal. It's just a remodel. All these people that come in and say, I want this trailer to have all these things, but be this, be that. Gosh, if you just pay somebody to gut it and build your own.
Sure. And it'll be
works.
so unique, it's personal.
There you go. Moving on.
Wraps.
Oh,
Wiki.
Y'all want to go? Y'all want to go
Mom's
to the
spaghetti.
outside?
Let's go outside.
Let's go outside. You want to take this outside?
Mom's spaghetti.
You can eat that inside or outside.
We're wrapping.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not the right shade. Okay, so graphics. This is one that comes up. People request. They order through us a unit, and it's like, and I want it with no graphics.
That is customization right there.
Yeah. From
Sometimes it's because they want to add their own, but a lot of times it's because they don't want to add any.
Yeah, I know. They take them out there, and it kind of it gives me a little bit of a tick because it looks so unfinished. It's like I don't know how you like that, but it doesn't matter to me. You do it, but I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, I agree with you.
Does this include the people that don't want the Princess Craft sticker on there because they don't want their camper to say princess?
Yeah,
no,
I'm talking about the overall manufacturer graphics. There's just
I know you are.
nothing.
I think trailers look super weird when people take all the decals off, but I guess that's why it's called personalization.
Maybe they're just trying to save weight. I don't know.
Most of them are putting their own graphics on there. Most of them are putting their own graphics on, and that's why they do it.
Yeah.
I have seen some cool graphics lately.
We've done a few here.
Like what? Mm-hmm. There was one that was just posted on a camping group. It might have been Girl Camper. And it was a Tab 320, and it was like 360 wrap of like a 3D enchanted
with the
wood.
door, and the door was amazing. I saw this too.
Let me see it. Y'all talk. Let me see
yeah.
if I can find it, because you've got to see this, PJ. It is the craziest wrap I've ever seen. It looked absolutely amazing. It's like whatever you can dream up. If you have enough money, somebody can slap it on your trailer.
Yeah. So
That's right.
we did some wraps here for some custom units, and one of them that really stuck out to me is we did one that was kind of an Austin skyline, and there's a local Austin artist, Richie Deegan. And I contacted him because I happened to, surprise, knew him personally. And I was like, hey, can we use this? Can we turn it into wrap? And he was all for it.
Man, that was cool.
And we ended up selling that trailer because it looked so awesome in his wrap. And he ended up selling the actual painting that he did of it because someone saw it. Yeah. So
Really?
it was a twofer. So it was a really neat thing. I like wraps. A well done wrap,
I agree.
I'm all for it.
And, sometimes wraps look like decals and they're like swirly and interesting and maybe geometric shapes or maybe have, a lizard crawling up the back or, it can be anything, but some of them are so creative.
Right.
It's really fun to
check it
see.
out.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's mind blowing.
Oh my gosh. That is not what I thought you were talking about.
If you're listening, you need to check out the show notes for this. We'll put some of these pictures that Lindsay is right now showing for this Tab 320 that was wrapped.
So the entire trailer looks like you're walking into
Lord of the Rings.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
like the way that
into the forest. The whole outside of it.
But then the way that like the border of the windows and the fenders and the doors are all this different special like wood
It's
decal.
incorporated. Yeah. The trim.
I don't think I've ever seen anything that cool.
So look in the show notes for this, and if you're watching on YouTube, hopefully I put it on the screen.
Look at this one.
Oh, look at Bigfoot.
It is a Tab 400 wrapped in a snowy landscape with a Bigfoot walking through it. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Y'all stop.
Yeah, share all these with me so I can remember to get them in.
Okay.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Look at this one. No,
don't move on.
I'm just kidding. We're done.
Okay, so we've talked about wraps. Have you seen many people successfully paint the outside of their RV? I don't know that I've seen anyone successfully paint the outside of their RV.
No, but if you bring yours up here tomorrow, I'll try.
No, not the outside too?
Yeah.
You're going to be really busy.
Wow.
It is a cold front, by the way.
Yeah.
Only 103.
Yeah. So I do know that some manufacturers you can color match to your tow vehicle. Is that paint? Is that fiberglass? I don't know how they do that.
It is
that a
some
wrap?
sort of paint. You certainly could paint the outside, but it'd be like painting a car. You need to paint it with automotive style paint that matches. It needs to be clear coated if it's a nylon fiberglass.
Yeah.
So, it's a little trickier. Not necessarily
This is not my world of DIY. Yeah.
stuff
No.
that you can do.
No.
But yeah, of course. Campers get damaged and then you paint them to fix them. So you could paint it, but I don't know. Might as well wrap it and give it a little bit of pizzazz, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So back to the stickers, national parks, state parks and all. But what about like something a little bit more themed like Grateful Dead bears?
Dead bears. Or like your name, the camper name, the name of the camper can be like a whole personalization with stickers or decals of the name around it.
We see a lot of quotes painted as well.
Quotes
The number one
the
quote.
back.
The number one quote is "Not all who wander are lost."
Well, it's very quaint. It's on tea towels. It's on
That's true.
campers. It is on,
Tell us how you really feel about
all
that
kinds
quote,
of things.
Clint.
But
Burned out on that the first time I heard it.
I don't think it's a bad one. I think it's kind of cool. And I remember so many people that come to our rallies, they have really cool things painted on the back of their camper or right there on the side next to the door. Like the tag that had Frida on the back. That
Or
was
Goldie
super
that had
cool.
Steppenwolf lyrics on the back.
That's
yeah.
true. Just whatever floats your boat
Or the bamboo one.
needs to be on there.
Whatever tickles your pickle. Your turn.
I just said one right before you said that.
Oh.
The bamboo one. The homemade teardrop that comes to our rally and has the bamboo all over it.
Yes, I do like that one. I was saying, she said whatever floats your boat. I said whatever tickles your pickle, and then like
Whatever picks your nose.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God, Clint is in rare form today.
No.
No, it's pretty much what he's like all the
Standard
time.
form.
It's standard.
Standard form.
Man, Clint is in standard form
Not
today.
undercooked today. Okay, so moving along. Y'all are going to have a problem with this
Fully
one
cooked.
being storage carrying devices like racks and
Yeah, that's what I
holders
mean.
and-
The rest of this is mods, not personalization.
Isn't that what a mod is?
Look, we're not going to argue about this. We can go through your list.
Isn't
I'm
that
just
what-
no, because if you're doing a podcast about like mods to help your trailer, I feel like that's different than personalizing your trailer. See how like I did a head flip with this one?
I wasn't looking at you because I'm so peeved.
You're
and
mad at
perturbed.
me? Look, I know you worked really hard on this list and I like it and we should go through it, but like I also think we're getting a little away from making your trailer look and feel like personalized and into like modifications.
So if you guys would like to stick with us, we're going to now talk about mods.
I disagree.
Okay, what about flagpoles? Is that personalization or is that a mod?
Depends on what flag you put on it. You get to change your flag.
Okay.
It's decorative.
Flag is decorative.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't say, I said,
What about a barbecue pit? Adding a barbecue pit?
Yeah.
is that
hangs on the side?
personalizing your trailer?
I mean, some people really
Depends
think
on which
their
barbecue
Blackstone
pit.
is a statement piece. And if you put a rail on the side of the trailer that wasn't there and you hang that Blackstone and you're like, hey, look, y'all, I've joined the ranks of the Blackstone crowd.
then that's a great mod.
No, it's personalization through modification.
Hey.
Isn't that when people like
Look, I'm not
file their teeth? It's
Ew,
modification, right? But it's
Ew.
personalization through modification.
But if you do
They reshape their nose, right?
This is
Stop,
okay.
stop, stop,
no.
stop,
This is like all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares, right? So like all personalization is a type of mod, but not all mods are personalization.
But what about window awnings or having somebody make that personal fabric that goes
Yeah.
out on your awning?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That's
Is
total
personalization.
personalization.
Y'all thought of that one too.
Yeah, you did.
Clint, I'm not trying to give you crap.
It's fine. It's fine. That's what makes a podcast interesting.
Really? Do you think people enjoy listening to us argue?
Well, they're going to take sides too.
Well, I want
Take my side, or
Or don't.
turn it off right now. Just turn it off.
Can we put some pictures of some awnings and window coverings?
I imagine we
Because there's
can.
some cool ones out there.
Caitlin?
And it's something that a lot of people don't think of. But if you're camping, you're in Texas, it's 105 outside, you should think of this.
Sure. I hesitate to speak of any of these.
Nope, I'm zipping my lips.
I'm going to run through them quickly so that we can be done with them. Add room tents. Upgrade your wheels, tires, axle, suspension. Now, wheels. Upgrade your wheels. That's definitely usually for either clearance or a look. Especially put spinners on them.
Yeah, if you put spinners on your trailer, that's absolutely personalization. I love it. I want to
Have
see
you
it.
ever seen spinners on a trailer?
I want to see it. Does somebody? Okay,
Does
Someone
anybody
can.
have spinners? Because that would be something to see.
somebody find me some spinners.
Yeah, or just wire wheels.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
spoke
nowadays
wheels.
it's kind of hard to find those, and they're really a pain to keep clean.
Yeah, ridiculous to keep clean.
Okay. So add a black tank flush. I mean, again, people really prize those things.
No. No. Veto that as a personalization.
Okay, fine. Skid plates.
No. Okay. You can add them.
What
You
about?
can't even see them.
Okay.
You can if your trailer flips over.
What about adding
the type of trailer you add it to.
giant googly eyes to the front of your Intech window? That's personalization.
Yeah, why not? Sure.
Have you done that?
No.
Have you seen that?
No, I really wanted to when I first got my trailer, but they didn't make googly eyes big enough.
Someone does.
And so, no,
I promise you.
No, they don't.
I promise you.
No, they don't. I looked for a really, really long time. And so then I started researching how to make my own googly eyes, like thinking of
How giant are we
everything.
talking?
I want them
Like 36, 38 inches?
this big for one eye. So then I tried to figure out how to make my own with some like kind of clear dome that I could like put on the cover that you put over the front of the Intech window. But it was hard to do that too. So.
Speak with your sister who can find all kinds of crazy things on the internet. And maybe she knows somebody up on Broadway that can build
Make
them
me
for
giant.
you. Giant googly eyes. They've got to be out there. We need 2-foot googly eyes. Y'all, come on. Help Lindsay out.
Give me googly eyes.
So Lindsay's bringing up googly eyes. There is a song out there that we sometimes sing here in the office.
Like a lot.
By Casper Baby Pants. Look it up. Casper Baby Pants. He's actually the front man for the Presidents of the United States of America band from the 90s and early 2000s. So, and the song is Googly Eyes. Anyways, moving on. We'll put it in show notes.
Link in show
All the
notes.
useless information you want to know is going to be in our show notes.
Okay.
Well, what about putting a cool handle on the outside? Like not an RV handle. Could you just change that out and put
If
something
it
cool
looks
out
like Harry Potter's wand, then yeah, that's personalization.
Well, we've seen some that are acrylic with this little spiral inside and it lights up.
Those are cool.
there? So there are cool things you could put out there.
It's just like a
or
drawer
you could
handle.
make your own. Yeah.
Or a dog butt.
I don't want a dog butt on the outside.
No?
You.
But then the head's on the inside.
Well, that's never mind. I had something to say, but
Security camera systems, motion lights.
Skirty! She's attacking me again!
gas ports, power outlets, battery, solar options.
Okay, what about this one? What about this? Turn a walk-on roof into a rooftop deck or patio.
Sold. That's personalization.
Is a personal mod.
If you
That one
turn
passed the test.
if you turn the top of your trailer into a tiki bar, that's totally personalization.
Wow, I want to see that.
Me too.
I just really want to go have a Mai Tai.
Your tie?
Mai Tai
Who's Ty?
at the tiki
Their
bar.
tie.
On the roof.
Have y'all ever been to Tivoli, Texas?
Tivoli? I thought it was Tivoli.
Nope.
Tivoli?
Nope. Tivoli.
Really?
Yeah, but yes,
Really?
y'all grow up somewhere like South Texas and you'll know how to say things wrong correctly, okay? Just like me.
Tivoli?
Tivoli.
What's in Tivoli?
Not much. It's like 600 people population on a good day.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways,
I think I've seen it written before. I always thought it
And
was
that came up
Tivoli.
because someone said my tie, your tie, and I
Tiki
thought
bar, tie, Tivoli.
Y'all, I think it's time for us to go home.
Because we've got googly eyes.
dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
You suppose anybody's going to come back for the next podcast?
Why do you ask that? You ask that in these podcasts, like if anyone's still with us or if anyone's going to ever come back. They like us. The ones who do come back, they like us. and
if they don't,
and we don't want to insult the ones that like us, even though they have problems.
They heard you. All right. If you're still listening,
Yeah,
If you're insulted, come back and see us next time.
and be salty.
more insults and googly eyes. And personalization / mods.
I had fun. How about you?
I had fun.
Yeah, I had fun.
We do. Yeah, I don't know.
Everybody-
I lost that one.
Thank you for hanging in there with us for this episode of the RV Small Talk Podcast. You can check out the show notes at rvsmalltalk.com or find us on social medias, RV Small Talk Podcast, or on YouTube if you want to see our faces as we speak these words through these microphones. Look us up on YouTube, RV Small Talk. We do have rallies that we put on every year. It's not necessarily put on by the podcast, but we have a tiny trailer rally, we have a truck camper rally, and Lindsay's in charge of them, so they're fantastic.
I don't know the dates off the top of my head. Why would you do this to me? Okay, the next rallies are kind of a big deal because the fall rally is in Bandera, Texas, and it's during a partial solar eclipse, and
October 12th
through 15th. And the eclipse will be happening that Saturday of the rally. So it's going to be super duper uber fun. It is a free rally. Anybody can come. We don't care where you bought your trailer. We don't even care how big it is.
We don't care
just show up and hang out with us.
Yep.
You just have to go to princesscraft.com. Up in the top right hand corner, there is a rally button. Click that, fill out the registration, and then call Skyline Ranch. I know this is a lot of words, but bear with me, because then in next April 2024 is when the big total solar eclipse is happening that everybody's freaking out about because it's supposed to be awesome. It is super visible from Bandera and every place is sold out except for Skyline Ranch. They're offering spots to people who come to the rally. Now the rally is not until the weekend after the eclipse, so you get to camp for a week and a half.
See an eclipse.
A couple special prices, and you're right in the view of the best view of the eclipse, and all those other parks are sold out. I promise you. So I know that was a lot of words and it was super confusing. So
details.
It's written out nicely with registration buttons at TexasTinyTrailerRally.com. Boom. Don't make me talk anymore. Lindsay out.
PJ, you good? I'm good. I'm going to be at the rally. She sold me. I'm there.
Actually, you're not.
Oh, yeah, I am. I'm going to be at the total solar eclipse.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us for this episode, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.